guys. Today we are making beef stroganoff. Homemade beef stroganoff. Look at that. Keep on watching if you want to learn how to make it. We are making the cubes now by 1 inch, right? 1 by 1. Look at that. Look at those knife skills we have going on. Seems like a pro is in action.
What about that? That's her spot.
Now we found, how much pounds of meat is this?
2 pounds chuck steak.
So we got 2 pounds chuck steak, and we're trying to find something with a little bit more fat, because why?
Because it tastes better.
Because it tastes better, and apparently it won't be as chewy.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure you find something with a little bit more fat, but we couldn't find any. So we're just using what we found.
This ain't bad though.
No, it's good. I'm sure it will taste fantastic. We're now putting flour into a bag.
Like they couldn't tell.
We're putting flour in a bag. Apparently this is the cheating way, but we're going to coat the cubes with flour and garlic powder.
Salt, pepper.
Oh, and we're adding a little bit of salt and pepper in there. How much butter are we adding in?
This much.
Make sure you add lots of butter to the pan. Look at that go. All right, we got all the cubes in the pan. Add in more butter. How does that look? Looks like a work in progress. He says we do the dishes as we cook to make sure what? Why do we do the dishes as we clean, as we cook?
Well, one, we need to use this again, and we have raw meat on there, so we can't cut vegetables on it.
There you go. You heard it here, y'all.
Makes cleanup easier.
All right, next we have a full onion that we need to cut up. Notice how he's cutting the onion. It makes it so much easier.
Yeah, well.
Right, let's see how the meat is looking. If your meat doesn't look like this, then you're doing it wrong. Nothing to add in there. Now we're adding it into a pot. Very noisily. Next, add in your onions. Add some more butter. Next, we're washing our mushrooms. Look at those shrooms. Look at it. I said we're washing them. Very nice.
This is how you chop mushrooms.
Now we're chopping the mushrooms. Look at how nice they look, huh? Would you normally use this kind of mushroom, or can you use any type of mushroom?
You can use any type, but
This one tastes better?
it's gonna take the flavor of the broth and stuff. So there's no point in spending more money on something more expensive.
You heard it here, folks.
You just gonna say that every time?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, now add the onions to the beef. Now to a dry pan, we're adding the mushrooms, featuring him dropping one. Look at that. How beautifully cut. Your knife skills are impeccable.
Is that right?
Yep, that's right. Look at that. Now we're cooking the mushrooms until all the moisture has released and they get all shriveled up. And then we're gonna add some butter to it. Butter, butter, butter. Now we're adding 2 tablespoons of tomato paste to the beef and the onions. 1, 2.
Ding, 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 ding.
Now we're adding 4 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. 2, 3, 4. Now we're gonna add 4 tablespoons of wine. Now we're adding 1.5 cups of beef broth in here. As you can see, most of the liquid has evaporated now. So now we're adding butter, and we're gonna add some garlic that we forgot to add earlier with the onions. Now we're adding in the garlic that we forgot earlier with the onions. Remember, guys? Now we're adding the mushrooms in with the garlic. We are gonna bring it to a simmer and let it cook for an hour. Covered. So this has been cooking for over an hour now. Now we're gonna add some sour cream in here, a whole cup or half.
Pint.
We're adding a pint. Look at that. Now we're gonna mix it in. There we go. Doesn't that look good? Now we're letting it cook for 10 more minutes, and we added some salt and pepper to taste. Now that it's done, you could either have it on top of egg noodles or rice. And I know it's controversial, but we like it on rice. So now we're adding it on top. Look at that. This is the final product. Look at that.